Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 14 of the Hybridicious adventure. This is the Hybridicious series. Now guys, I did upload one of these episodes a few days ago, and there seems to be a misconception between the two series. The episode which you're currently watching is the Squad Builder. This is where I build unique squads, and this is basically what my channel is based off: the Hybridicious series, the original series. The Road to Glory series, the Hybridicious adventure, is just a part series. It's something I decided to do with this Hybridicious series, but they are two completely different things. The difference being in the title, the Hybridicious Squad Builder and the Hybridicious Adventure. So there was a little bit of a misconception and a little bit of a confusion with some of my subscribers asking what series this is. Adrian, did you miss a few episodes? As I'm currently on episode 14 in the Hybridicious Squad Builder, and I believe episode 8 on my Hybridicious Adventure. So there is a difference, guys, and I just wanted to reiterate that. So let's get started with this team. I decided to use the 4-1-2-1-2 formation because I don't use it too much, and it is a very good formation. The reason why I don't use it that much, it's because it's really overused. The majority of teams I come up against are Brazilian 4-1-2-1-2 teams, and in my opinion that gets boring. I like to use unique teams and unique formations, but I decided to use this formation because it worked with the hybrid which I had in mind. So let's get started with the goalie. And in net, we had the second informed Diego Lopez. This man stands at 6'5", 90 diving, 90 positioning, and 89 reflexes. And all I can say, guys, is he's the best goalie in this game. Hands down, the best goalie I have ever used. I have used the man of the match near. I have used the inform we say. I have used all your good goalies, and no one comes close to this guy. The combination of height, diving, positioning, and reflexes is unmatchable. There's no goalie who comes close to this guy. As I said, he makes saves which you will not believe are possible. Honestly, I spent half the game just letting people come by, getting shots on target, and just seeing what I can get away with, because this guy is so good in net. He saved my ass multiple times. As I said a few times, I let players get by me just to see if he would save, and the majority of times he would. Ridiculous goalie, and for 45,000 coins in a 4-1-2-1-2 formation, you really can't go wrong. Next, we move on to the center back. And in this position, you can use any Spanish center back, but I decided to use Peak, and that's because I've never really used too many high-rated center backs. Everyone has this kind of idea that there is scripting, and if you use high-rated players, your team will play bad. In my opinion, I don't believe in that. It's more of a mental game for me. When you use high-rated players, you expect to win, and sometimes you'll come up against someone who has a shitty team, but honestly, guys, the majority of people who I come up against who have bad teams are actually really good players. These are guys who just started playing the game, and they might be really good on head-to-head, but they don't have a good ultimate team, guys. So there is no direct relation between the team and the player's skill, and I think that's what momentum and this kind of scripting thing comes down to. So Pete, guys, I'll say it, the best non-informed center back I've used. I think he's a bit better than Vidic just because he's more fun on offense, and I do take that into consideration as I am a skiller, and I like to use my center backs on offense occasionally. 6'4", 20,000 coins for a non-inform, not too bad. I mean, the majority of good center backs who are informs go for over 20,000 coins, so he's just around the same price. His pace is not an issue. He never really got outpaced. Great defending, 95 stand tackle, great tactical awareness. 3-star skill moves and good dribbling, which is really fun on offense. A good passer, good ball control. Overall, the complete center back. He has every single aspect of a center back which you were looking for. And like I said, a very fun player to use, well worth the coins. And next, I decided to partner him with the man of the match, Hummels, the international man of the match, Hummels, standing at 6'4", so they are both the same height. And I was very glad with this partnership. I didn't really allow any headed goals, which is my target. As I said, headed goals are very hard to defend against because the I guess the computer AI defending is really dumb in some situations, and sometimes your players don't jump. But as I'm saying, Hummel's a great defender. Now, I could have got the Team of the Year, but for 31,000 coins, you really can't go wrong with this card. It's 3 times cheaper than the Team of the Year card, and in the 4-1-2-1-2 formation, he was a bit of a price lock. He was going for 110,000 coins, so that's almost 4 times the price, and you're not really getting 4 times the player. The international man of the match was just as good in my opinion, as I have used the team of the year in the past. Great defending, his pace, like I said, not an issue. Great strength, and what he does lack a little bit in pace, he makes up with his positioning and his stand tackle. 95 stand tackle, guys. If he gets a tackle, he will not miss. If he is near you, he will not miss a tackle. He has a huge tackle radius because he is so tall. A great player and a great partnership with Peak. And next we move on to the left back, and in this position we had Bastians. Now the German left back is always a bit of a discussion because there are so many average left backs from Germany. No player really stands out like the right back with Philipp Lahm, and in my opinion Bastians is the best option, standing at 6'2". Great defensive stats. He has the pace. He's actually got the highest pace of the non-rare German left backs. Very tall, very good at keeping out those headers. Great on offense. His only downfall is his high attacking work rate, but with work rates and custom formations, you could definitely change that. A very good player, and with Hummels, it was almost impossible to beat the left side of the field. And next we move on to the right back, which is the second inform Valera, and he only cost me 15,000 coins, which is really cheap for a second inform. Stands at 6 foot, which means the entire back line again is over 6 foot. No headed goals were allowed, and that does make sense because the majority of these players are very tall. Going back to Valera, 82 pace, 80 defending, 84 heading. This should remind you of Richards because he plays exactly like him. 99 strength in game. That's insane. Very strong player, and that's very noticeable in game. He was pushing off wingers. Every single player that came his way would get out-muscled, and that was a good thing because his stand tackle is only 76, which is really low for a second inform right back. I'm not sure if this guy played right middle or something, because 76 stand tackle is really poor in my opinion, especially for a second inform right back. But overall, his strength made up for his stand tackle. He's very fast. No one ever outpaced him. And for 15,000 coins, I really can't see any better options in the Liga BBVA. And then we move on to one of my favorite players in this game, Torsten Frings, the main man on Toronto FC. As you guys know, that is my hometown team. I have been to the majority of the home games this season, and since I'm moving to Toronto next year, I'll probably be to every game. I've met him a few times. Really cool guy, a very good player in real life, and in this game, his inform is insane. Now, first thing you see, guys, 52 pace. Is that noticeable? A little. Does it really make a difference? No. This guy is such a beast on defense, and his positioning is pinpoint perfect. He does not need pace to make up for any lack of positioning or maybe any errors. Great stand tackle. I believe 88 stand tackle and 91 long passing. That's what I love about Frings. Great passer, really good at starting that defensive counterattack. If you get the ball with Frings, he will find a player with his long passing. Great short passing as well. Really good long shots. 90 tactical awareness. As I said, guys, great positioning, and overall a really fun player to use. His only downfall is 2-star skill moves, which is a little bit of a pain because the only thing you can really do is step overs and ball rolls. But overall, like I said, a very fun player to use. And next we move on to the left middle, and here we have Marine. Now I could have went with the inform surely, but this team was lacking 4-star skilled players, and you guys know me, I like the skill, so I needed to put Marine in there. And overall, guys, a very good player. 90 dribbling in game, great free kick stats, great agility, really agile player. Now his top sprint speed is not too high, around 80 sprint speed, but his agility and his acceleration are both around 90. Very fast player, very good with his dribbling. Like I said, great finishing, great free kicks. He was the designated free kick taker on this team, and overall a very fun player to use. And next on the right side we had Richards. Now this was meant to be a Jamaican squad, and of course Richards is one of the better Jamaican players in this game, but he's only 3-star skill moves, and what really happened in game was I preferred to use the left side of the pitch on offense because Marco Marine does have 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, and his shooting is a lot better. Now Dane Richards, 2-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, and the only thing he really has is pace. Now, as a right wing in, let's say, 4-3-3 or 4-3-2-1, he would probably be really good, as the finishing stat in this game doesn't really matter, and his finishing was pretty good. His long shots were okay, but overall, a very boring player to use on offense, as all he has is pace, and in my opinion, that's not very fun. But overall, decent player, not really worth the 5 to 6K that you're going to pay, because you are using the 4-1-2-1-2 formation, and this guy is obviously a very sought after MLS player because he is so fast. Next, we move on to Cummings, another very good Jamaican player. Now, playing him as a striker is a great option. High sprint speed, high finishing, and high strength. Great acceleration, and he's pretty tall at 5'10", so he can win a few headers. But as a center attacking mid, guys, he's not really worth it. Now, 62 passing is actually really good for a 71 rated striker. Usually, strikers have 40 to 50 passing as his rating. But overall, guys, decent player. He's more suited as a striker. He's here for chemistry purposes only. But what I decided to do is use the next player, which you guys will see is Fuller, as the center attacking mid. Now, Fuller has 4-star skill moves, decent passing. Now, the reason why I use him as a center attacking mid is because he's 6'3", so he stands in the middle of the pitch and wins every single header, and he did win every single header. His passing, like I said, 56, doesn't really make a difference. The reason why I use him is because he has high dribbling, 4-star skill moves, and overall a better long shot than Cummings, as Cummings is a faster player and more suited as a striker. So Fuller, guys, a very fun player to use. 4-star skill moves, right-footed, so for some reason I thought he was left-footed. I'm not sure what his weak foot was, but he finished the majority of his shots on his left foot, and that's why I thought he was left-footed. For some reason, he was finishing more shots with his left foot than he was his right. Maybe that was a little bit of a lucky thing for me, as I only played 5 to 6 games with this team. But overall, a very fun player to use and a very good non-shiny player. Does remind me a lot of Arnautovic, as they are both very tall. 4-star skill moves, not the fastest, but great shots and great dribbling. And next player we use to round off this team is Kenwyne Jones. What a beast this guy is. Now, of course, you can use any Stoke striker in this position, whether you want to use Jerome or you want to use Crouch. I went with Kenwyne Jones because, in my opinion, he is one of the most underrated strikers in this game. Stands at 6'2", over 80 sprint speed and 90 strength in game. Very fast player, and the thing that sets him apart from Lukaku, and the reason why I'm comparing him to Lukaku, is they are both very fast, strong players. The thing that sets him apart is his finishing. He has around 85 finishing, and his dribbling. Lukaku has horrible dribbling. Kenwyne Jones makes up for that. He has great dribbling. Really fun player to use. 86 heading is definitely noticeable, as he wins every single header in the midfield and every single header against center backs. Of course, I don't cross enough to really feel that, but overall, Kenwyne Jones, a very rapid player in game. He's very fast, guys. I was actually very surprised as to how quick he was. Very fun player to use. His only downfall is his 3-star skill moves, as I do prefer 4. But overall, fun player to use, very strong, and if you guys do like to cross, Kenwyne Jones is definitely your man. So overall, guys, a very cheap team in my opinion. You have some great informs with your Frings, your Valera, and of course the best goalie in this game with Diego Lopez. Hummels for 31,000 coins is one of the best center back options. Peak was really fun, but you do need the custom work rates, as he does have a high attack work rate. But overall, we have a very nice Jamaican-ish hybrid. I wanted to fit a few more Jamaican players in this team, but I guess I kind of changed it around. So overall, I would definitely recommend this team if you're trying something new. If you do like the skill, you're probably not going to enjoy it as much because they only have 2 4-star skill players. But overall, very well-balanced team, and I did not concede too many goals, mainly because of Diego Lopez. So let's move on to the goals. Alright guys, so I will basically take this time to update you guys with my channel and let you guys know what will be going on prior to the release of FIFA 13 and once FIFA 13 is actually released. So right now I will continue with my regular Hybridicious series, which is the squad builder, the episode which you are currently watching, basically because I'm having a lot more fun with this series itself. I have a lot more spending power on my main account. I have lots of coins, so I can basically buy and use any player I want, as opposed to my Road to Glory account, which only has 100,000 coins. So basically, once FIFA 13 is released, I will start doing the Road to Glory series, as you guys really seem to enjoy it. I believe every episode got over 200 likes, which is insane, and you guys really do enjoy it, and I do enjoy making it. But in my opinion, Road to Glories are more suited for the beginning or the release of a new FIFA series, basically because you guys can relate to me. You guys are also starting off, you guys are buying new players, and basically if you guys follow my series, I'll show you guys new trending trading methods, I'll show you guys new players, and it's just a lot more suitable to do a Road to Glory once the game is actually released as opposed to the end of the game. So I will continue with this series until FIFA 13 is released. Once FIFA 13 is released, you guys can expect all 3 series which I basically run. The third one not being a series, basically just compilations, the Hybridicious Squad Builder, and of course the Hybridicious Road to Glory, which you guys really seem to enjoy. So that is basically the update. If you guys have any suggestions for more squads you guys want to see or more players you want to see, I currently have 2 squads built, but after that I will take your suggestions into consideration. So if you guys want to see me use a certain player or maybe build a hybrid around a certain nationality, definitely let me know in the comments below. But guys, I will end this off with a beautiful overhead kick from Fuller. As I said, this guy is a complete beast, and this goal perfectly demonstrates why. So as always guys, have yourself a wonderful day.